Okay, here we go. Dolphins YouTube put out something about Alex Ingold, a full reaction right here, right now with me, Nick, on roll coverage. Let's go.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
Yep, shout out to everybody over at Dolphins YouTube. I really appreciate what you guys do. This is a reaction to Travis Wingfield, breaking down Alex Ingold. Very interesting player. I'm going to pull up some stats for him as well, but I'm going to let this roll.
It is Alec, the Lion! Come on!
There's no other thoughts besides being a Dolphin.
We have a player that's on our team that's better than me, and his name is Alec Ingold.
There may be.
First of all, that is some mad respect coming from Tyreek Hill. Regardless of my thoughts on Tyreek Hill, that man is a cheetah, and what he says means something to a lot of people. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody. That's a massive vote of confidence from somebody.
A little bit of a sarcastic tone in Tyreek's voice there, but make no mistake about it. Alec Ingold is the unsung hero of your Miami Dolphins, validated by his recent selection to the 2024 Pro Bowl. There are just...
Yeah, for example, for his Pro Bowl, okay, these are his Pro Bowl stats for the year. He's obviously their fullback. Played 17 games, started 13 of them. He had 16 total receiving targets. 13 of those were receptions, no touchdowns. That's okay. He did get 5 first downs, though, so solid. 81% catch percentage. When it comes to rushing, he had 2 attempts for no yards. No nothing, but somehow he made a Pro Bowl? Really? Maybe it's just because people don't utilize them anymore? Like the Kyle Juszczyk kind of thing? Oh, he is on there. Okay, good. I mean, I guess he's just the best fullback? Okay. I mean, fullbacks aren't used anymore, so that's really odd. I expect him to have a touchdown or something. Like, he's had touchdowns in the past. 22 touchdown when he was with the Raiders. He had a touchdown in 20 and 21, as well as a touchdown in his first year in Oakland. So, to be honest, he's actually gotten worse. Obviously, I'm missing something. He had 119 yards from scrimmage, receiving and rushing total on the year. So, I don't know. I like Alec Ingold, don't get me wrong, but really? Is it just because fullbacks aren't utilized anymore? Is it because Kyle Juszczyk has, barely any stats as well? If that's the case, should we put some kind of qualifier on it? Just my opinion.
19 fullbacks under contract in today's NFL, with more plays being made on the perimeter than ever before. But when you have a guy like Alec Ingold in your huddle, you expand your options offensively, both on the perimeter, but also inside in the trenches. Let's go to the tape. We're going to go back to week 1 here against the Los Angeles.
Yeah, because obviously I'm not seeing it. Obviously I'm looking at stats here. I'm a box score watcher in this moment. But yeah, I want to see this. I want to see that. I've seen him make plays. I've seen him come up with some crazy blocks and stuff like that. So he's absolutely got ability and everything like that. But okay, Pro Bowl's a bit of an honor, so it's just a bit odd. But yeah, I guess there's only 19 of them, so.
Chargers for a staple of the Dolphins offense in the outside zone. But what you don't see from many teams that run the outside zone is a punishing fullback who creates the main gap for your running.
It's interesting that it looks like he's reading off of a prompter. Is that like a prepared statement?
Back. So right here, you're actually going to get a look at some really good execution all across the board from the Miami Dolphins. As both Robert Hunt and Austin Jackson right here dig out the 4 technique, head up over Austin Jackson, which creates a decision for this end that Ingold eventually will be the one that makes the down block on. You see good flow here and a good track for Raheem Mostert right at that C gap there in this outside zone look. But because of the defined blocking of the line in front of him and Alec Ingold's work here, you're going to get a very defined wind back lane as he hits it up in there. Why does that play happen? Because your I formation fullback goes and digs out this end as well as anybody else.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, that end tears around, and what is that, 31? Is that Mostert? Mostert gets stopped.
National Football League can on a play like this. Go ahead and look at the technique here of Ingold. He goes into this block, feet under his hips, hips under his shoulders, and explodes into the block. That is prime time technique there. Lower man wins, right? He gets under the pad level of the Charger defender and drives him all the way out of the play and makes this read for Raheem Mostert as easy as you like. Run to daylight, young man. And it helps because Alec Ingold is the one clearing this path with his perfectly executed technique on this block.
This tells me then, or at least, again, I'm only 2 minutes into this 6.5 minute reaction. That is a glue guy. That's a dude that's always going to be there, going to make the right decisions. He's going to be cerebral about it, all that other stuff. He's really going to think about what he's doing beforehand. That technique, that's something you really got to think about, unless it's just natural to you as a person. Yeah, he's a glue guy, so I understand it now. I understand it. Didn't watch a ton of Dolphins football, I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, I don't know. When I think of the Dolphins, I don't think of Alec Ingold. I think of Tyreek Hill. Think of Tua Tagovailoa. Think of Jalen Waddle. I think of Raheem Mostert. I think of your secondary. I don't think of your fullback. But maybe that's probably why he made a Pro Bowl. Because other people that know so much more about football, and again, I'm still learning every day, and I hope to continue to learn for a very long time. But the people that truly know the X's and O's, all the nuances of everything, apparently really like this guy. So I got to jump on board.
In this kick out block of this Charger end, and watch Alec's reaction right here. You think he's fired up? Flex on him. Go ahead and celebrate because you made a great block that sprung your best friend for a big play here on this pivotal Dolphins touchdown drive. One more time. Clear him out of there, give him that track, hit a big run. Explosive play, and then flex on him. Love
Flex on him, bro. You deserve that. That was a nice block. I'm not going to lie.
to see it. And plays like that are where your brain conventionally goes when thinking about fullback play. But this is where Alec Ingold sets himself apart as a Pro Bowl selection. For our second play, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to week number 8 against the New England Patriots.
Up on the left side.
And show you some of the flexibility in Alec Ingold's game.
So he jumps back. He's going to obviously pick up that incoming block. The incoming rush off the side.
Really allows this Dolphins offense to be expansive, versatile, and ultimately unpredictable, because we've seen this formation from the Dolphins time and time again this year. You're going to have a couple of Ys right here. Durham Smythe and Alec Ingold attached to the formation. You got your 5 offensive linemen and your 2 attached Ys with a single back set in the pistol formation. And Alec Ingold's responsibility here, and what makes him so special, is that he can fulfill tight end duties. A lot of times on this look, Miami will bring this motion man across the formation in their split flow action. What is split flow? Well, you see the direction of the offensive line, right? Everyone's moving to the left. That is your typical zone look. When you get the entire offensive line taking that first step out of the blocks in the same direction, that typically means it's a zone run. And split flow is when you bring a man across the formation to split the flow to the left, back to the right, and typically dig out this edge defender. But because the Dolphins have a very versatile fullback who can do multiple things, they're going to dummy that look. He's going to stop his motion on split flow and wind up playing with the flow of the run. And once again, because you get well-executed blocks across the board.
God, that was beautiful. Look at it. It's magnificent. Watch those blocks get picked up, especially the receiver. Because I'm expecting Alex Ingold to just go hard left, go right into that guy, pick him up, and then the wide receiver goes maybe upfield a yard or so, picks up that next block to get ready. But
from the Miami Dolphins offense, including a great crackback rate.
Yeah, I'm expecting Alex Ingold, to go right into his shit. But it looks like he peels off to the left, and instead he's going to end up breaking off a block a little bit farther downfield.
Here from Jalen Waddle to seal the edge. It frees up Alec Ingold to run the lead block here for Jeff Wilson. And then you get in a position where nobody wants to.
Nobody wants him. You can only see that guy right up at the top up there. He's going to peel off over to the left unless Mostert or this is a Mostert. Who did you just say this was? This is somebody else. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Number 30, squared up in space on a defensive back. Not a matchup many defenses are going to win.
Yeah, I figured that's exactly where he would go grab him. But yeah, man, he threw that man out the club.
And you see there goes Alec Ingold taking his man all the way out of bounds to the sideline through the echo of the whistle, playing really good football right there. So this option here for the Dolphins offense is downhill, punch you in the mouth football, but with some variations to it that can cause some confusion, because that first step inside, you're getting.
I absolutely thought that. I'm like, hey, man, you're going to motion him out. He's going to come across, and instead, everyone's going to motion left, but instead, you're going to pass the ball right. You're basically just going to fake him out, like they've been doing. That like little inside the 5 shovel pass they did for a touchdown. Misdirection. That's what it seems like Mike McDaniel's really good at in these situations. So I thought, man, it could go either way. But, man, once you see him, Alex Ingold, peel around that left side, man. Oh, Could have been real bad.
Eyes flowing this way, right? Guys are thinking the split flow action's coming. They're going to run the ball back against that side, but they wind up doing a counter step back to the outside, big punishing lead block, and it's another Miami Dolphins first down.
Honor and a pleasure and a privilege to be able to block for these two right here.
On any given play, you might ask yourself,
It's H-Chan. That's okay.
where's Ingold? Where's number 30? And that's what makes this player so valuable, because the defense has to ask themselves the same question on every single snap.
Alec's value comes in just the flexibility that he gives us. We line him up in a bunch of different places. We ask him to do a lot of things. We ask him to do traditional fullback things in run and pass. We ask him to do some tight end type things in both run and pass.
Ready, I'm going back. Hold on. Alec Ingold leaped over a dude? What? How did I miss this?
We ask him to do some tight end type things in both run and pass. We've done some more protection stuff with him.
Remember that second
Alec Ingold, if you end up next year with more hurdled defenders than you do touchdowns, I will commit some sort of donation, whatever I have, to a charity of your choice. So if you get to see this, Mr. Alec Ingold, tag me at Roll Coverage Pod on Twitter or X, or reach out via DM, and I will make sure that that donation gets done, because I absolutely believe that you're going to start scoring more touchdowns next year. You're going to eclipse your 1 touchdown per year. We're going to get you to 3 or 4. You start hurdling people like that, bro.
play we broke down with the fake motion across the formation. Now you're going to get an example of the Dolphins using Ingold coming across the formation here in motion and going to a flexed out split into not the traditional Y alignment, but rather a nasty split in tight to the formation, but ultimately detached from the line of scrimmage. And he's going to go ahead and have eyes back on Tua right here, because why? Because they want to go ahead and use this exit motion they've used all year long with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and now Alec Ingold, the Miami fullback, getting in on the action. And this defender right here is kind of the one you want to key on, because it looks like he's matched up man-to-man with Alec Ingold right here, and he's probably thinking at the snap, they're not going to throw this wheel route to the fullback, are they? Oh, yes, they are. They throw right on the back hip there of Alec Ingold.
It's great, because if he throws it a little bit in, that Chargers defender right there on the 40 is going to take that. He's going to take it 40 yards that way. But he puts that to that outside, so he's got a little turn a little bit and get it. Okay. Tua knew where to put that ball. That was good.
And he gets outflanked on that defender from the motion. So because he has so many versatile options, I mean, he could wind up hitting a down block. He could wind up doing a lead block on a screen pass out here. He could wind up going back across the formation, maybe for an end around or reverse play. But because of that versatility, it makes the Charger second guess right at the snap right here. And you're already a step late because he has a head start. We are still flat footed. Tua knows that. Tua can see that. Winds up throwing the ball on the back.
Yeah, see, he's going to have to turn.
Shoulder. Great.
There you go. It's out of the defender's way. Whereas if he puts that on the inside, between the 50 and the 40, then that ball's picked off or knocked out of the way. That was good. I like that. I didn't know that Alec Ingold was this versatile, to be honest with you.
Great throw right here, and a great little pirouette from Alec Ingold to go spin and make that catch and continue to get yards after the catch. I'm not sure how many fullbacks have this type of balance, intelligence, pass catching, all looped into one fantastic football player who once again keeps this offense so expansive in what they can do from a personnel, from a play call, and just an execution standpoint.
Shout out to those Miami Dolphins. But just in case you guys ever need more stuff like this, I do breakdowns, I do reactions like this to videos that these NFL teams and soon to be more sports teams do. My name is Nick. This has been Roll Coverage. Make sure to follow us on the socials below and drop in the comments what your thoughts are. I didn't know Alec Ingold was this dude, but apparently he is, and apparently he needs to be a Carolina Panther soon. So with that, I'm out. Peace.